New entrants to the families are often surprised because they don't understand kind of the rules of engagement that business families in particular have to have. So, for example, in a family in the South, the successor to the business brought his young wife into the family, and she was very outgoing, very gregarious, and she liked to post pictures of herself, particularly pictures of herself in the institutions in the town that were named after the family, that had been donated by the family. And the rest of the family was horrified, and they thought she was rude, crude, and that she was clueless, and she had no idea. So there was a kind of a mutual disruption that happened there, all with good intentions, where she thought she was doing something great, and the family thought that what she was doing was not appropriate for their status in the community. So what happens is that for example, I just use this family as an example, when something like that happens and there's a kind of faux pas, cultural faux pas, then her sisters-in-law then got upset with her, and then there began to be jealousy when the sister's mother, the matriarch, spent time with the children of this new person, and then the sisters got upset with that. So what happens is it's a little bit of a domino effect. As soon as one new person gets labeled in a certain way as a disruptor, let's just say, then the rest of the family can mobilize and work in unconscious ways to kind of move that person out to the side. Now, the problem is, in this case, because it was a spouse of the successor to the business, then that leads to problems in the business, because then the successor's wife is being ostracized by other members of his family, which is not acceptable. So that's the case where it can kind of blow up. Lots of times spouses get a bad rap in family businesses for exactly this reason, because they come in and they have not a great notion of what it means to the kind of rules of engagement to be a business family member. And then what happens is that they wind up being labeled as the troublemakers. They wind up as carrying the baggage of some of the issues in the family without really knowing about it, without really knowing that that's what they're doing. They thought they were marrying this person who would have control over their household. But in fact, when you marry into a business family, lots of times you don't have control over things that you expected to have control over.